This is the right triangle for number 3. The measure of it, the sides of the legs of the right triangle is 2, then 4, then there's no measurement on the hypotenuse of this triangle. So we should find it by the use of Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. The a is 2 squared plus b, 4 squared, is equal to c squared. Then 2 squared is 4. 4 squared is 16, is equal to c squared. Then 4 plus 16 is 20, is equal to c squared. Then we should square root it. Then c is equals to square root of 4 times 5. Then we should extract it and get this is 2 square root of 5. Then the measurement of hypotenuse is 2 square root of 5. Then after we find the measurement of the hypotenuse, which is 2 square root of 5, let's fill in this this value for sine, cosine, and tangent. For sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is, this is theta, and the opposite of this is 4 over the hypotenuse, which is 2 square root of 5. Then for cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. The adjacent of this is 2, and the hypotenuse is 2 square root of 5 also. Then for tangent is opposite over adjacent. The opposite is 4, and the adjacent side is 2. Then after we identify this, let's find the reciprocal of each basic trigonometric function. For cosecant is 2 square root of 5 over 4. Then for secant is 2 square root of 5 over 2. And for cotangent is 2 square root of 4. 2 over 4, sorry. Then after this, we will find this angle, the measurement of this angle, with the use of sine theta is equals to 4 over 2 square root of 5. Okay, 4 divided by 2 square root of 5 is equals to 0.89, and shift sine is equals to 63.434 degrees. And we should round off it with the nearest hundred is 63.43 degrees. Then the arrow for this. After this, the answer is 63.43 degrees. Then the second is sine beta is equals to 90 degrees minus 63.43 degrees. And the answer is 26.57 degrees. And this is the answer of this angle, measurement of this angle. Let's go on for the fourth example. This right triangle, hypotenuse of this right triangle is 7. Then the first leg is 3, and another leg is don't have any measurement. So we should find the measurement for this leg. So we should use the Pythagorean again. A squared plus b squared equals to c squared. Then the a is 3 squared. Then the b doesn't have any measurement. Plus b squared is equals to 7 squared. Then we should interchange it. B squared is equals to 7 squared minus 3 squared. So b squared is equals to 49 minus 9 is equals to b squared is equals to 40. So find the square root of this. Then b is equals to 4 times 10 squared. 4 times 10. So b is equals to 2 square root of 10. Then this is the measurement of the second leg. Then, after we find the measurement of this leg, we should fill up all these basic functions. So sine theta is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. The opposite, this is the theta, and the opposite of theta is 2 square root of 10 over the hypotenuse, which is 7. Then for cosecant is, for the cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is this 3 over the hypotenuse 7. 7. Then for the tangent is opposite over adjacent. The opposite is 2 square root of 10 over the adjacent 3. So after this, fill up this basic trigonometric function, we should find the reciprocal of each function. So for cosecant is 7 over 2 square root of 10. For secant is 7 over 3. And for cotangent is 3 over 2 square root of 10. After this, we should find the measurement for this theta, for this angle. So sine theta is equals to 2 square root of 7. 2 square root of 7 divided by 2 square root of 10 is equals to, divided by 7 is equals to 0.90, shift sine 64.623 degrees, and round off to the nearest hundred is 64.62 degrees. This is the measurement of this angle. Then after we find this measurement, find the sine beta, this measure. So 90 degrees minus 64.62 degrees. 90 minus 64.62 degrees is equals to 25.38 degrees. And that's the measurement of this angle.
And for the bonus level, Miss Tony Rose says we should find a right triangle in real life. So we cut out the paper and measure it.
So after we measure it, we enlarge it on our whiteboard so that you can see the measurement of each side. And for the side A, which is 21 centimeters, and for the side B, which is 21 centimeters also. So the missing is the side C, which is unknown, and we should find it by the use of Pythagorean. So we use the Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side. So 21 squared plus 21 squared is equals to C squared. So 21 times 21 is 441 plus 441 is equals to C squared. Then 441 plus 441 is 882 is equals to C squared. Then find the square root. Then C squared, C is equals to 49 times 18. 49 times 18 squared. Square of 49 times 18. Then because it's a perfect square, we should get it from the radical, and 7 times 18, 7 square root of 18. Because 18 has a square root, 7 square root times 9, square root, 7 square root of 9 times 2. So we get rid of 9, then 7 times 3 square root of 2. 7 times 3 is equals to 21 square root of 2. Then this is the measurement of side C. 21 square root of 2. So we should find the amount of each basic trigonometric functions and their reciprocals. So for sine is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. The opposite of theta is 21 centimeter over the hypotenuse, which is 21 square root of 2. And for the cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse, the adjacent is this, 21 centimeters over the hypotenuse, which is 21 square root of 2. Then for the tangent, the opposite over adjacent, opposite is 21 centimeters, and for adjacent is 21 centimeters. So let's go on for the reciprocal of each basic function. So for cosecant is 21 square root of 2 over 21. Then for secant is 21 square root of 2 over 21. And for cotangent is 21 over 21 centimeters, respectively. So let's go on for the measurement of this angle. So the theta is, we use the basic function sine so that we can find the angle of this side. Find the angle, So sine theta is equal to 21 over 21 square root of 2. 21 divided by 21 square root of 2 is equals to sine is, the answer is 45 degrees. So the answer for this angle is 45 degrees. So for sine beta is 90 degrees minus 45 degrees. So 90 degrees minus 45 degrees is equals to 45 degrees. And the answer of this angle is 45 degrees. And we concluded that this right triangle is a special right triangle because of the answer is the first angle that we determine is 45 degrees, and the second one is 45 degrees. So we concluded that this angle is 45, right? 45 dash 90 special right triangle.